Okay, now we're going to start doing calculations involved with the mole. Okay, so remember the symbols and their units are, so little n is the number of moles and the unit is mol. Mass, the symbol for it is a little m and the units for it is grams. And then we've got molar mass, and then so the symbol for it is mm and the unit for it is grams per mole. And then we have Avogadro's number, which is always 6.022 times 10 to the 23 particles per 1 mole. Okay, and the two formulas is if you were trying to calculate mass, you take the number of moles and you times it by the molar mass. Okay, so we're going to start with just this one. We can also rearrange it so that if we're trying to calculate the number of moles, it's equal to, so we got to bring this to the other side. So if that's multiplication on this side, we got to divide both sides by molar mass. So I have mass over molar mass. Okay, the triangles that we made in class look like this. And how we use it, so if we have a question and we know what the molar mass is, because we use the periodic table, and if we know what the mass is, so that means that the moles is unknown. So if moles is unknown, you fold that over, and you have the equation right there with the unit you should end up with. Okay, let's say that your mass is unknown. So say that in a question you know your molar mass, you know the amount of moles you have, but you don't know how much mass is known. So you fold that up, and you'll see that the equation is mass is equal to moles times molar mass, and you should end with the units of just grams. So let's try using that for calculating the moles down here. Calculating the mass down here. We're going to use the Gress method. So the first thing is G, and that's for what's given. Okay, we know that we have we have 2.00 moles, so my N is equal to 2.00 moles. And then I also know that it's calcium atoms, so then I can know the molar mass of Ca by looking at your periodic table. It's 40.078. And that's grams per mole. Okay, what are we required to find now? Okay, so it's usually in the first couple words what you're trying to find. So calculate the mass. That means we're trying to find out what mass is. So I'm going to do M question mark. Then we have E. This is the equation that we use. Okay, so here we're looking for the mass, okay? So that means mass is unknown. So if you look at your triangle, mass is unknown, so we fold up mass is unknown. And we'll see that our formula is moles times molar mass. So my little m is equal to little n times m molar mass. Then we have S, which is solve. So we plug those numbers in. So I know I have 2.00 moles, and I'm timesing it by 40.078 grams per mole. Here, so since this is grams per mole, or grams over mole, my moles cancel out. So I'm just left with grams, which is what I want for mass. So let's calculate that. And I get 80.156 grams. Okay, and then we need to put it into correct significant digits. So in our question, the only number we have is this one here. And those zeros, since they're in the decimal places and they fall behind a non-zero digit number, that means all of these numbers are significant. So I need to have 3 sig digs. So here's my first, here's my second, here's my third. This one here will round up to a 2 because of that 5. So I'm going to have 80.2 grams as my final answer. Okay, the last one is statement. So we need to do a statement. That is a therefore sign. So therefore, in 2 moles of calcium atoms, there is a mass of 80.2 grams. Okay, so you don't have to be too specific with your statement. Just try and state what you found in the question. Okay, let's flip the page over and try another one. So let's try calculating the moles this time. So again, we're going to do grass. So what I'm given is I'm given my mass, right? So this is grams, so we know grams is for the mass. So my mass is equal to 275.6 grams. And it's for a nugget of pure gold. We know gold is AU, so we can find the molar mass of it. So AU, right here, is 196.967.